You said let's jump on the bus and take a ride downtown. Well, I don't know about that, but can you help me first to get these boxes down? Well, I don't know about that. We have the whole day now just to ourselves, so we can clean the house or clear out some shelves. You said whichever you feel like doing first. I said, well, I don't know about that, 'cause it's my lazy day, just wanna lazy away. Ain't gonna do a thing for the rest of the day. You can try to seduce me, make me wanna play. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's call some friends over for a game of poker or so. Well, I don't know about that. Or should I turn on the TV or the radio? Well, I don't know about that. There's a whole list full of all the things we can do, but I wanna do none, wish that you did too. So you can just keep trying and I'll just keep saying I don't know about that, 'cause it's my lazy day, just wanna lazy away. Ain't gonna do a thing. Cause it's my lazy day, just wanna lazy away. Ain't gonna do a thing for the rest of the day. You can try to seduce me, make me wanna play. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of The Friday Show. With me, Abby Goldberg, and you.
KD.
Welcome, welcome, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. This is our third episode.
Third, I can't believe it's the third show already.
We are cracking through.
We've gone blue tonight.
We have, which is a slight clue to something happening
Actually, yeah.
towards the end.
It is a little bit. So, what have we got coming up on today's show?
Ah, well, it is everybody's absolute favourite.
My favourite.
It is What on Earth Are You Up To? And this bad boy is an absolute cracker, ladies and gents.
It really is. You've done the clues though this week.
Yes, I have.
I think our anarchists on the chat will get this in like 2 clues.
Do you? I don't know.
I think they will. What else have we got coming up? We have the man himself, Mr. Peter Moss.
Ooh.
It's a bit of a Pete Moss show tonight.
It is.
We have an interview.
Well, a snippet of an interview.
A snippet of an interview. We have a little section of the main interview that's going out directly after this show, so it should be there waiting for you. We also have a song that we did with Pete at the very, very end of the show. What's it called?
Well, that was my clue. That's why I said it was a clue for something coming up at the end.
Oh, I was talking about a completely different section, which you might understand when we tell you what's coming up in a minute. And yeah, so we're doing a song called
Bye Bye Blues.
Bye Bye Blues. And
Is it about Coventry City?
it's Bye Bye Sky Blues. What else have we got coming up?
We have got Question of the Week, and this is a fun little challenge for you guys in the chat.
This is a new section.
It is indeed, and
It
you
is.
won't be sorry that we've brought it in.
And there's a prize for this section, so we'll come on to that in a minute. We then have Ask Anyone Anything, and people asked this week.
They actually asked us questions.
They asked this week, and we've already got questions for next week, but don't let that stop you, because you might come up with better ones. And I've got to say, one of them is going to be incredibly hard to get an answer to, but we are going to try.
Okay.
So we've got Ask Anyone Anything, and for Chord of the Week.
Yeah, little Jesse and his Chord of the Week. We have then got the very exciting section that we call Paolo's Ukulele Content.
Yes, we have. And then, I'm almost as excited about this as What on Earth Are You Up To? We have a new section. Now, I've got to get this right. In fact, I think Bongo Boy's going to... Hold on. Bongo Boy's going to read it out because he's got it on screen. Let me take my microphone to him.
It's the big, bad, blindfolded, daringly dark, stupidly sexy, magnificently mysterious challenge.
Woo!
That is a title.
That is quite the title.
That is a title. Yeah, so can't wait for that section. It's not that mysterious. All I'm going to say is that Peter Moss is involved.
He is.
In that section. Oh, yeah.
In the big, bad, blindfolded, daringly dark...
Super sexy, or stupidly sexy.
Stupidly sexy, magnificently mysterious challenge.
Yes. See if you can remember that by the end of the show. So we have that, and then we have a 2-minute Lou review.
A classic, a staple, if you will, nowadays.
I will be reviewing Amelia Coburn's new album.
Lovely.
Which I'm going to say it's awesome, but I'll be telling you all about it in the 2-minute Lou review.
Amazing. I'm sure that's what she's always wanted, someone to review her album on the toilet.
Yeah, who doesn't want that?
Who doesn't want that?
Anyway, what a show.
What a lineup we've got for you. Welcome on the chat, by the way. I don't think we've said that. Unfortunately, I'm not on the chat tonight. Really sorry about that, guys.
Part-timer.
Sorry. Oh, I'll miss you all, though.
Yeah, whatever. Let's get right into it. So we're going to start today's show with...
What on earth are Uke up to? I was enjoying the theme tune.
You reminded me of someone then for a second, and I can't say who it is.
Whisper to me.
No, it's not a good person. If you think that reminded you of anyone in the chat, let us know. It's not of the person that you want to be reminded of, let's say that. Right, so what are Uke up to? Let's have a look at the first picture, and then you can give the first clues.
Okay, I'm excited.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness me.
Well, I'm not going to say anything about this at the minute.
No, I think we've gone... Why are there 5 fingers on that hand?
Well, 5 fingers and a thumb, a very whittly little thumb, and that finger looks like a loaf of bread.
Might be worth mentioning that's not a clue.
Yeah, the 5 fingers aren't a clue. Bongo Boy's been at the AI again. Okay.
Now, I think that this cut is going to make it quite easy for people.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit you with the first clue.
Go on then.
Their debut release brought them back where they came from.
Ooh, nice. Okay, you can do the second clue because I can't possibly read those down there.
Clue number 2. What do you get when you cross a bunch of upstanding lads with the instrument of someone who has passed?
Look at
Bongo
Boy's
Boy
face.
looks baffled.
If we're baffling Bongo Boy and he knows the answer, this is good. These are good clues so far.
And the third clue for now. What they are doing might upset the Matrix. Very.
Bit of an obvious one there, but
very
we'll see
interesting.
if we get it. Anyway, that's first section of Ask Anyone Anything. No, it's not. That's the first question. That's the first section of What on Earth are Uke
up
to? Interesting one this week.
I'm super excited. I'm really disappointed that I won't be on the chat seeing people's guesses.
I think people might have worked it out already.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
You think it's
that's my prediction.
that obvious?
Yeah, I think it's that obvious.
Okay.
Anyway, it's going well so far.
Really well.
Next up, the man himself. Let's have a little look at our Peter Moss interview.
Bongo Boy, roll VT.
Hello and welcome to this very special edition of Anarchy in the Ukulele, where we are joined by the brilliant Paul Mansell.
Oh, hey, I'm so glad to be here. Official one. Yeah, today we are joined by the one and only Peter Moss.
Yay, thank you
It's
so
so
much.
nice to see you. We're going to have a good chat, aren't we?
Yes.
We are.
We're going to have a good chat about all things ukulele. So you and I have met each other before a little bit, haven't we?
We have. It's great that we keep sort of bumping into one
We
another.
do. We can't avoid each other now.
So it's all not Paul again.
I was gonna say, is it great? Because normally when people bump into Paul, they're trying to get away from him. We thought we'd have a bit of a chat, bit of background. We're going to play some music later. We're going to have you play for us, which I'm really looking forward to.
I am as well.
Where should we start? Paul,
Well, I was
go
going
on.
to stomp all over Paul's question.
Oh, go on.
So I think it's always nice to start with how did you get started, and I think it's quite an interesting story.
Sure.
You were telling us about your wife. Was that right?
No. It's way before my wife.
Awkward.
But the read.
So I started when I was 8, and I didn't know my wife when I was 8.
I'm sure your wife was involved in the story.
Hold on. We're in Suffolk and Norfolk here. We all knew our wife when we were 8.
So 2 years in, I started to do concerts and things, and the ukulele wasn't loud enough,
Right.
and we couldn't afford to get amplification of any decent quality. In fact, I don't think it was around.
Yeah.
You know, for just for small use. Professionally, yes, but not for somebody just picking up a ukulele and playing it in a concert. So I switched then to the banjo uke,
Right.
which suddenly
Much louder.
I got the power then.
Yeah.
And the first one was actually a mock-up of different banjo ukes from parts in this guy's garage, and he literally built me this thing for a competition.
Oh, wow.
And it was the under 16s to play melody on the ukulele. You weren't allowed to sing, and I wanted to have a banjo uke instead of having a wooden uke, and he built this thing for me, which was just amazing. So it was a neck off something and a body off something else, and it was a right bish bosh of stuff. That's what I did. I completely put it down and picked up the guitar, much to my father's dismay. You know.
Even though that was his original plan.
Yes, but he didn't expect me to do well with it and win
Yeah.
championships and
Yeah.
you know. So
Did it inspire him to play the ukulele, or did he just always stick with the guitar?
he wouldn't pick one up in my presence. he says, "You have it," because it always used to be when I was a lot younger. I used to give it to him to tune. You know, because even though I had the ear, you know, he was better at it because he could pick up a guitar, tune it while he's having a conversation. You know, whereas at that stage I couldn't do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, but after he tuned it, he said, "There you are." He gave it back to me. So,
We're,
So we're 16. We're doing the
well, we've done
funk,
the
we're
band
slightly
thing.
past
Yeah.
that.
So I guess it's how you then got back into the ukulele. Is there a story about this, Abby?
I've got literally no idea.
something about a birthday present from my wife. Not when I was 8. It was not. And this lady said, "I really like what you do. Will you represent the UK at our festival in Australia?" And it was just like
Oh my goodness.
unbelievable. Yeah. And at that point, we hadn't discussed terms or anything.
You were like, "Yep, I'm in."
I know.
She's like, "Actually, you need to fly yourself out there."
Yeah. So she says, "Of course, we'll fly you out." And I'm thinking, phew.
That's the big one, don't you?
I've got to drive.
She said, "We'll do all your accommodation, all your food, beverages, anything that you need. All that's taken care of." And I'm ready to board the plane, you know. And then you know what she said? Then there's your fee. I nearly passed out. He was like, "This is it," you know.
Well, these festivals in Australia have got some money.
We're happy to come.
We need to contact them.
One funny story, which not a lot of people know this, but on my comeback, it sounds all very successful with YouTube and Facebook and America and everything. But the problem was, believe it or not, my name. Have you heard? Got a piece like 5'2" Isa Blue, very simple. A lot of youth clubs play this as a song. In C it would be something like this. So when I was younger, the first time round, I wanted to sound different than everybody else. So I wanted to do inversions of each of those chords. So instead of that, I play it here. Instead of this one, I play here. Instead there. So I had to learn all of them. So in every key, the basic 1, 4, 5s, I learnt in every key. Yeah, just so I could do that in different places.
So you learned guitar shapes, which you then turned into ukulele
shapes.
Yeah, you then did inversions of that.
That's right.
I'm brilliant. Straightforward.
And this time round, the second time round, I'm now in G, C, E, A.
Yeah, of course.
So I've got 3 lots of names. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've got the guitar names, the D tuning, and the C tuning.
I bet you never want to pick up a baritone, do you?
Yeah.
There's something about jazz chords on it.
They just work, don't they?
Yeah. So, I mean, jazz then obviously plays a big part of what you do.
Yeah, jazz and swing. Yeah.
Do you solo? Do you improvise?
No,
so it's-
I work everything out.
Yeah.
And at least I know, as long as I practice that, it won't go wrong on the night. Yeah. So no, I've never been an improviser, but I think though I don't play the same thing twice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's improvisation, Pete. Just
Now, also what Formby did was a thing called tapping. You mentioned before about upstrokes and catching melody notes.
Yeah.
He did this thing where, on a C for example, where you take off the C and you catch that on the way up, and then on the way down, you'd be getting string 4. So you've got this going on. So you go... This is just amazing. It took me a long time to get it, but instead of going down, up, down, down, up, down, down, yeah, he added in 2 more semiquavers, right? So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Now that at that speed, you can hear everything that's going on. So. So that's what he did, which was just amazing. Now that's just on the chord of C.
Yeah.
Now if I do something typical of what he would do with a chord set, and I'll put in those triples as well, which we were doing.
Yeah.
You get something like this.
Do an impromptu Abbey challenge.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well, I want, like, just for you to do something easy, but for Pete to get faster and faster, and I want to see how long we can go with you two keeping up with his speed.
About 2
About 3
seconds.
seconds, yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I'm out. You did well. You beat me, well done.
That was,
Solid attempt.
Yeah. Well, while we've got the flights out,
Yeah.
then let's talk flight, because you're a flight endorsed artist
Yes.
with your own signature model. Mm-hmm.
I believe this is it.
It could be this one. Here's one I prepared earlier. So they sent one to me, followed up by, well, how about we actually build it and we sell it as part of our catalogue? I cried. To be fair, I did. It was such a nice thing because I thought it was going to be a one-off custom uke for me.
Wow.
You know, I could say,
And then they let
Flight
anyone
built
have
it.
them. I was so angry.
Hands up. Well, I've seen some signature ukes. I'm sure you have too, and they've got the name of the artist like done in handwriting, kind of thing,
Yeah,
in mother of
yeah,
pearl, all the way
yeah.
up there. And I said to them, we don't want that. So I said, as long as my name's on it somewhere, you know.
Yeah,
I heard you wanted it in LEDs up there.
Well,
When Paul scratched his name.
yeah, I had to.
Way!
Good old P. Moss.
That's my Pete Moss impression. Way! I don't know why the leg. Hey!
I don't think I saw him do that leg movement.
I don't
point.
think I saw him say way hey.
Way hey.
Way hey.
Oh, it was lovely having Pete here.
It was lovely.
We had a lovely Turkish.
We did have a lovely Turkish bottle of red. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was down for a couple of days.
He was.
So watch out for some more Pete Moss videos coming out. Like I say, that the rest of that interview will be live as soon as you finish watching this. And it is a cracker of an interview.
Enjoy.
Yeah, and there's some extra bits of music in there as well. There's some playing. There is another song with part of the Anarchy and the Ukulele Band as well. All going
I think Pete would
out.
like to join the band.
He's in the band. Everyone who ever plays with us is in the band. Pete's in the band. Phil Dolman's in the band.
Paul.
Nikki came to play with us once, and she actually is in the band. Paul, not so much.
We tried to get rid of him.
It's time for the new section.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. You'll notice after last week, there's no news.
I don't know what you mean.
We will bring it back, but it was a slight
I thought it was a really interesting story about the Italian
What was his
professor, Dr.
Giovanni
Albini
Albini.
from the Conservatory of something.
Don't, because she'll be off again. Question of the week. So this is a brand new section where we are going to ask you a question. This is kind of specifically for the chatters.
The chatters.
The chatters.
The chitty chatters.
So yeah, if you're not watching this live, just play along anyway, but you're not going to win anything. Because the prize is going to be given out to someone who's on live with us watching and chatting. So, question of the week.
Do you want me to do the intro?
Yes. Go on then, Bongo Boy, do the intro. It's a short intro.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, you haven't seen the intro.
I haven't.
It's rubbed off now. I had to write it on my hand. You can just about see question of the week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you just twiddle your fingers?
Not quite.
Okay, good.
So, the idea is we ask you a question. You've got, not right until the end of the show, so you've got about 10, 15 minutes or so to pop into the chat your answer. And this is going to be the nearest answer wins. So whoever gets as near as possible to the actual answer will win. And you will get a Anarchy in the Ukulele mug like this one. Now I've got to edit that in as well. I'm not editing, I'm not CGIing it, you fool. Right, so this week's question is, there's a video gone out on our channel this week from Mr. P-Man.
P-Man.
And the video was, I'm just checking what it was called, it was like a low G or high G. And the question is, how many times does Paul say low in this week's video? Mm-hmm. But you then have to add the answer to that, so whatever you think that's going to be, to Rachel, Shamai, by the way. Shamai Rach, Ukulele Wales, put out a video this week called, I can't see what it's called. I've put it in red and I can't read it.
Carla fretted and fretless mini bass comparison video.
Yeah, it was a comparison of the Carla threaded mini bass and the fretless mini bass. Mini basses. It's going really well.
It was a cow in Lush video.
It was a cow in Lush video. It was a great video, so do go on and watch it. But what we want to know is how many times do you think that Rachel said the word bass?
And you need to add that to however many times you think Paolo said the word low in his video.
Yeah. So basically, pluck a number out your bum, stick it in the chat, and if you're the closest, you'll win a mug.
A mug.
Awesome. We're going to come back to that later and reveal the answer. We can't reveal the winner because we're not live, but if you're on the chat, we will tell you on the chat.
Yeah.
Cool.
And next up, it is the section that Kevin has been waiting for. He tried to slip it in at the beginning.
Yeah.
This, this
I know we
is,
said the show's gone blue, but not that blue, surely.
this is Ask Anyone Anything.
Or, if you're not pretending to be posh, it's Ask Anyone Anything.
I like to put my arse into everything I do.
So, after my little rant, I've gone very, yeah. After my rant last week, we had questions. So, Bongo Boy, stick the questions up because I can't remember who they're from. So, Big Al 324.
Or Bye Gal.
It could be. It could be. Asked, does 4-string boy play U-bass and what does he think?
Ooh.
We don't know, but I know who does know. Roll VT, Bongo Boy.
Hello, and thanks for the question. U-bass term always confuses me because technically what I think we mean by U-bass is a ukulele bass, right? So acoustic, mini, crazy strings, those kind of things. Now, for me, if you didn't know, Sammy's been an electric bass player pretty much all his life. It's my first instrument, so I've been playing the big boys all the time, but nowadays actually I'm playing the mini boys all the time, which is pretty much still feels like the same thing. Now, I have played some U-basses in the past, the ones with what I call spaghetti strings, and I'm not a fan of the spaghetti strings themselves, but little tiny acoustic basses are cool, but with the steel strings. Still though, for me, I've never been a big acoustic bass player, so I'm always after electric solid bodies. So the mini ones, basically made by Flight, Carla, etc. I'm a massive fan of those, but the acoustic ones, you won't often find me on them too much because I play too much slap.
Wow.
Too much slapping from Sammy.
Do you know what? Kevin loved that. What about you?
Abby loves a bit of foreskin boy. Slapping.
Sammy's been ill this week. He's got shingles. So,
no. Get well soon.
Get well soon. You think he's just about getting there, but get well soon. If you're watching. Interesting. I didn't know that he had a U-bass actually. So I thought the answer to that was just no. I was expecting Sammy just to come on and go no.
As soon as he said spaghetti strings, though, perfect description. Knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, they are like spaghetti strings. Yeah.
Yeah. Squidding spaghetti.
So that was one question. We have another question. What's the next question, Bongo Boy?
Question-wise, all right, you don't have to specify that it's a question, but sure, was wondering...
Hold on. Can you apologise to Lynn Marriott before you start this question?
Sorry, Lynn, but you've only got to put a question mark in there.
No. Not sorry, but just say heartfelt to the camera. Say that you're sorry.
Sorry, Lynn.
You're like a child that's not sorry.
So Lynn was wondering if you know if Morgana Creeley had any new books on I mean, the grammar.
It's like you can't read.
Because it should say has. Has any new books on the horizon?
Yeah, that might be Bongo Boy. Who knows?
Copied it.
Sorry, Lynn. Lynn would like to know if Morgana has any new books on the horizon. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we ask the lady herself?
But hold on, why is there not a capital Q?
I know. I can't.
Please don't let this put it off. Do send questions. Right, go on, let's ask Morgana.
Oh, hi. Welcome to 4-Inch Cats HQ. I'm Morgana Creeley. So, do I have any new books coming up on the horizon? That's a really good question, and I'm glad you've asked, because the answer is yes, I do. I have 2 new books I'm working on. The first one is a book of traditional Irish music that perhaps you might find at a session, arranged for baritone, ukulele, or DGBE tenor guitar. I'm also working on yet another book of original arrangements because I really enjoy writing music, but don't tell Abby I finally got around to writing the song for Anarchy. She'll just have to wait. Anyway, great to see you. Thanks for asking, and back with the show.
Oh, hi.
Hi!
Welcome to Anarchy HQ.
Sorry, we make fun out of everybody, don't we?
I love the typing as well.
No, that was fantastic, Morgana. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, thank you, Morgana. And there was a bit where Kevin covered my ears, so I don't know what that was about.
Oh, she's off. She's off. I'm gonna take over here while Abby just laughs. Have you taken something tonight? Thank you, Morgana. I can't remember what the answer was because we were too busy working out that we were going to do that little thing when we came back on.
Yes, I think it was. The answer was yes.
Yes. There is a new book coming out and it has a piece called Anarchy in it.
Amazing. What? That's totally new information.
So we had those two questions. We had a third question from John Hancock, which was about a gentleman called
Ivor
Biggin. Cox. And all I'm going to say at this minute is we have asked the question.
Our people have called his people.
Yes, Bongo Boys called
him.
And we've asked the question. They are hopefully going to get back to us with an answer, so maybe on next week's show. That's all we can say at this point, mainly because Bongo Boy didn't do the graphic. What is the matter with me?
Eyes peeled, people. Eyes peeled.
Oh, I've gone all posh.
Goodness.
Right, next section.
This is my favourite section.
It's my favourite section too.
It's little Jaybird with his
Chord of the Week.
Chord of the Week.
This week's Chord of the Week is a 0203 add C add 9.
Play it again.
Chord of the Week.
Oh,
That was a great chord, Jay.
that was brilliant,
Really
wasn't
good, really good.
it? Yeah.
And now,
I don't know what it is yet. 'Cause at this point in the week, I haven't yet filmed it, so we can't really comment. But it was really tricky. Well done, Jessie.
I'm just going to settle in for a quick nap.
I was going to say, have I got like... Did you flash everyone then?
Probably.
It is time for Paolo's ukulele content.
Hello everybody, today I'm going to be reviewing this book, which is Irish Ukulele Fingerstyle by Patrick Steinbach. I've reviewed a couple of Patrick's books before and I raved about them actually. He's someone who I hadn't heard of until, his publisher got in touch actually and asked me if I'd ever heard of him and hadn't, and they very kindly sent me one of his books. This one is published. I think it's Patrick's own sort of publisher's acoustic music books, and it's effectively, I think there's over 40 pieces in here. 44 Irish pieces for fingerstyle ukulele. So should we have a listen to one of the pieces first off? I'll play you a piece called "Leaving of Liverpool." So here we go. There we go. Isn't that a really pretty little piece? So let me tell you about the book. Like I say, there's 44 pieces in it. And what I really like about it firstly is they're not all pieces that I've heard. I mean, to be honest, the only pieces that I'd heard in here were Danny Boy. I think that was it actually. Danny Boy and Whiskey in Jar. All the other ones I hadn't actually heard of. So that's really nice to see all these pieces in here. that are new to me. The second thing is it's very, very well laid out. It's nice and large. You can see that there. It's lovely and easy to read. The third thing is all the arrangements are brilliant. They're all instantly playable. So that one there, I sort of, I ran through it a couple of times before playing it, but they sound great, but they're very, very playable. So I'd say it's perfect for sort of anybody, probably not quite at the beginning of your journey, but if you've been playing a little while, I would say sort of advanced beginner to intermediate. But that said, even if you're an advanced player, there's plenty here to get your teeth into. I'd say if you're an intermediate player, you'd be able to sort of play most of the pieces almost from sight reading. They're all terrific arrangements that he's done. They're very melodic in the way that he's done it. So there's a lot of finger picking. There's not much chord strumming. So the other book that I reviewed of Patrick's, he did a chord melody book and the fingerstyle one. It is specifically for low G, but a lot of them you can play on high G as well. I went through and most of them worked on high G and didn't sound too bad at all. I think Patrick's got a real knack for arranging things. I must admit I don't know how much this book is. I will try and find out and put that in at the end. But do check it out. It's available from Patrick's website. We'll put a link up to that, and it's also available on Amazon, I think. Great book. Really, really recommend it. Enjoy the rest of the show. Bye now.
What was it, Bongo Boy? Because I've not watched it.
It's a book review.
What was the book?
Irish.
Oh, yeah. Top of the morning. Now's your chance. If you wake up, you can do an Irish accent.
Top of the morning to you. I think it's time we had a little talk.
That is the only thing you can do in an Irish accent.
I don't think it is. As long as the word think's in there. Or tree.
Anyway, right, before you offend too many people... thank you, Paul. Always nice to have Paul's ukulele content. Gives us a little nap, doesn't it?
Little break.
Little nap time. What on earth are you up to? Part 2. Let's have a look at the next clues.
Oh, goodness me. What?
All I can do now is count fingers. There's too many there as well.
Got a webbed one.
It's like a bunch of bananas, look.
What's the feet?
That one's got his cuff coming halfway across his finger. Oh, yeah, what's happened to his feet? AI is not quite
Has the
there
Royal
yet, is
Family editor done this?
Right, so this is your next visual clue.
Which I think basically gives it away.
I think we don't really need your clues, if I'm honest.
I don't like the cut of Bongo Boy's jib.
Let's have them anyway.
Okay.
What are your next bunch of clues?
Clue number 4. They better not get on their passenger's wig.
Just in case you didn't know it was Keanu Reeves.
Well, I didn't know what Bongo Boy was going to have shown. I didn't realise he was going to give the whole thing away.
I guess it could be Dave Grohl.
So, one of these members particularly likes to fully immerse themselves in the world of ukuleles. What?
Why didn't you just tell them? Go on, what's your last clue?
And my last clue, these people, they are... They are forever stealing things and taking them back to their large building.
I don't think anyone's going to work this out.
Do we need more clues?
I don't think anyone could possibly work that out.
I know. Oh, goodness.
So if you've got who it is and who's there, what is the slogan? Now, I mean, if you can work that out, you're a genius.
Quite convoluted.
Oh, goodness me. Okay, right. It is time for can you remember it?
It is our big, bad, blindfolded daringly dark, stupidly sexy, magnificently magical, mysterious challenge.
Challenge. Say it again in one go, quick.
It is our big, bad, blindfolded, daringly dark, stupidly sexy, magnificently magical.
Mysterious. It's magical and it's mysterious. I'm going to have to redo the graphic now and sort it out, aren't I?
Challenge!
Challenge! What on earth are you doing?
Well, the blindfold's in the cupboard and no one could be bothered to get it out.
So, we have Pete Moss in a blindfold challenge. Roll VT, Bungo Boy.
Pete's got to go home and tell his wife about this.
What did he do? They blindfolded me and handed me strange objects.
I played all over the world. I've toured, I've done this, I've done that, and I'm now sat.
And those morons.
Not on the Sunshine Coast anymore, are you, Pete? Hello and welcome to this very special episode of... Well, don't do that.
What? Wave Campley?
This very special episode of Anarchy in the Ukulele, where we are joined by the brilliant baby Anarchy, Pete Moss, who has agreed to join us. He's a little bit sceptical, but he's agreed to join us for this blindfold challenge. Flight edition. Who's excited?
Well, before I confirm whether I'm excited or not, I have a question.
Go on.
Is it really Pete Moss? Because I've not seen him, and I don't know if you've actually got the Pete. Yeah, that's Pete. I recognise his laugh.
Do you want to sniff him?
It's a tenner.
You think that's how much it cost?
Nice scoop. I like that. Very good.
I think this could be. Oh, I can have a feel there. I think this is Sammy's. It's quite light as well, actually.
Yeah.
It's my favourite.
Okay,
of all
your
of them.
favourite so far. Favourite so far.
Yeah.
So far, it's the
Okay.
best.
Ooh, that's mine.
Oh, this is deep. It's got the power. That's my signature tenor. Definitely.
Is it?
I think this is mine.
How does it compare to the one that you played before?
For this one.
I see what you did there, Pete. So it's not dissimilar to the first one. I would say it's got less. Would you say it's got less tension in the strings, Pete? Feels
it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit less. What's the word? Taut.
What about sound-wise? Because I can hear a definite difference in sound between.
I think it's slightly more mellow. Yeah.
Have a little sniff.
It's.
Okay.
Does it smell of Pete Moss? Oh, blimey! Someone's put some aftershave in there. That's more mellow, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Do you like it?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was lacking in anything, but it's certainly not the brightest Duke I've played. Do I like it? Yes, I do. I put that in second place of the ones.
Second place for Pete at the minute. There we go. There you go, Paul.
I'm going to have a right. Ooh, that's not mine.
Not too much feeling because you cheated last time, didn't you?
Didn't I? See, now when I play it, it sounds brighter than when Pete played it.
Do you think that's the skill of the player?
It's very, very nice to play.
And the final ukulele.
Well, I've only played it once, but this does feel like Sammy's.
Really?
Yeah.
Do a harmonic on it. That's the way to test if it's Sammy's.
I can't see that. No, I can't find it.
I just want to
It's there
say.
somewhere.
I just want to say, the last blindfold test we did, I was finding harmonics. Does that make me better than Pete Moss? No, it doesn't.
I like it. Where would I put it though? We're after different sounds, you see, with our different ways of playing.
Yeah,
I think it's nice and bright, and harmonics would shine really nice if I could see where it's putting them. I'm going to put that in second place.
Oh, okay. Here you go, Paul.
Oh, that's a low G. That's nice. I like that one a lot. Again, it's a brighter. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's I think slightly brighter sounding, but it's a bit more even. I think this one. I mean, they're all beautiful, aren't
Let's
they?
have some harmonics then.
And I gave you 3 there. Cheat.
Where does it place for you?
1. I'm gonna go.
Oh.
I'm gonna go 4 is my first. 2 is my second. 3 is my third. 1 is my fourth.
Can anyone follow what he's talking about?
2 I do, don't play any. Oh, it's the real Pete Moss.
Got 4 flights here. Well, no, because they're around that way. So I'm just going to tell them.
Okay.
No, there's something going on there.
I'm going to tell them what they got right. Just calm it down.
There's something
Calm
going
it
on
down. Pete picked his own.
Yeah.
Straight away. Pete's was number
2.
Number 1 was the Flight Comet, the new one.
Which is
Okay,
very
so not seen
cool.
this
So that's
yet.
very new. That only came in this morning. So yeah, that's the
Wow.
Flight
What do
Comet.
you make of that? You seen one of them before?
No, first time.
The front's maple, I think.
Green.
Yeah. So we're left. We've got your Fireball and Sammy's. Number 3, which you both liked, was your Fireball.
I'm not sure I believe you. I need to watch this video back because I got a right good feel of that.
You Paul, honestly, for some of the things you say with your blindfolded, you don't know what you're
I'm
doing.
just crazy. I'm just crazy. Where did I put this one?
Third.
Third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't
Right.
your least favourite. Your least favourite was the Comet.
Yeah. It's like worrying that I don't know my own ukulele that I spend a lot of time with.
Wow.
Well, and then the last one was Sammy's.
Yeah.
Which last time we did this, Paul picked Sammy's as the £50 ukulele.
Yeah. He's still going on about
This
that.
time he loved it.
It's
He
your
put it
favourite.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you back, Sammy.
That was a really interesting test because they all sounded so different from each other.
Yeah.
And I think when you see them release very similar looking ukuleles, my perception was they were going to sound so similar that we might not be able to tell them apart. But the ones that were bright, the ones that were mellow, like really truly were mellow. So I think that was really interesting. Paul can't pick his own ukulele. That's interesting.
But not surprising.
From 4 different, 4 similar looking ukes, you can have 4 completely different
Yeah.
sounds.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's amazing.
Yeah. You could easily own more than one of these
Yeah.
and not feel that you've got a duplicate.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this blindfold challenge that's just proven again that Paul loves a Fender.
He really loved that Fender, didn't he? Where did he put the Fender?
Third, I think.
Third.
Yeah, it should have been first if I was being honest. I think I'm just destined to like them.
What is it about them you like? Because
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I've just got bad ears.
He's a good sport.
great.
He's a good sport.
Is he a good sport?
Ready?
Yeah.
Ah, Pete Moss.
He's a good sport.
He is a good sport. That was fun.
That was fun. If I remember correctly, because the point of filming that video has not been fully edited yet, but if I remember correctly, Baby Anarchy played a massive part in that video.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he screamed all the way through it. So I hope you enjoyed that. We actually enjoyed it. It was great fun. Pete didn't have a clue what we were doing. In fact, he was incredibly nervous at this point.
And at this point, we hadn't named it the Big Bad,
Yeah.
Blindfolded, Daringly Dark, Stupidly Sexy, Magically Mysterious Challenge. So
We hadn't, no. But he was nervous and I would say slightly agitated.
he wasn't sure what was going to happen.
He was like, but what is the point? He didn't know us very well at that point. By the end of the day, he knew what the point was. That section's gonna be making a comeback. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we love it.
Big Bad Blindfolded, Daringly Dark, Stupidly Sexy, Magnificent Mysterious Challenge.
Magnificently.
Oh, nearly. We'll be back next week, and we might be able to say it right. We should have we haven't written it down on our cue
We're
sheet.
doing really well.
We're doing really well. Right, we are nearing the end. We're nearing the end. Let's go for the results.
The big reveal.
The big reveal of the question of the week. So it was, how many times did Paul say the word low, plus how many times did Rachel say the word bass in her video this week? Let's have a look at the results.
What's the difference between high G and low G? Low is low G ukulele with the low G. A low and a low G won't go low enough. All low are low and then low to high. Low goes low to high. On the low G, low. One with a low G, low G. Had a low G, low G.
Wow. So Paolo said the word low
27
times. So that's quite an achievement.
So if you've
Well
written
done, Paul.
anything under 27 in the comments, sorry, you're losers.
Not if they're the nearest.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
All right, you might still be in with a
Might
chance.
still be a winner. But,
1 second.
But we've got the other half of this. Do you need to pass wind?
I needed to sneeze and you've ruined it. It's gone. Unbelievable.
That face was not a face of someone that needed to sneeze.
I was looking at the lights.
Oh my goodness.
Shall we see how many times Rach says bass?
Let's watch it.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.
So, just to be clear, Rach has done a video comparing two mini basses.
Now I will quantify this with she does say the word only once right at the very beginning of the video, basses. But she doesn't say bass at all during the whole video.
That's quite impressive.
Do you know what?
Do you think she did it on purpose?
Maybe. I think that's brilliant. You know, Paul overused the word low.
Low G, low, low, low G.
Low. It's low G.
Low G, low G, low, low.
Rach, not once. So the answer was 27.
Congratulations if you're the winner.
Yeah.
Well done. Let's do a round of applause.
Woo! Bongo Boy's trying to find a sound effect.
Oh, the sound effects are muted.
Yeah, no, he's not got. Oh, that was a slow hand clap, wasn't it?
That was a sarcastic. Like, well done.
Yeah, well done. Anyway,
that was good. Love that feature.
I like that feature. We will be bringing that back as well, definitely. So.
It is time.
It's time. Do you know what?
Flush away your troubles.
I'll be honest. I do need to go. It is the 2-minute Lou review. It's that time again for the 2-minute Lou review, my favourite time of the week. This week I'm reviewing a brand new album by Amelia Coburn. So I'm going to set the timer going. 2 minutes, here we go. So, I need my phone. Amelia Coburn has a new album out and it is called Between the Moon and the Milkman. And I think the name of the songs and the theme of the songs kind of go that period between when the moon comes out and the milkman comes in the morning. If that kind of makes sense, that's how I read it. We have a 10-track album released on the 8th of March, so it's really, really fresh, this one. Amelia's been around for a little while as a young player on the ukulele scene. I'm going to get straight to the point. I think this album is amazing. One of the best ukulele albums I have ever heard. In fact, it's not a ukulele album, it's a songwriter's album, and the songs that Amelia writes are absolutely second to none. And the album starts with a track When the Tide Rolls In, has kind of Americana vibes about it, which a lot of the album has. My favourite song on the album is called Dublin Serenade, and when it first started I kind of wasn't necessarily expecting it to be my favourite song, but the way the arrangement developed and the strings and the orchestral instruments came in, it absolutely blew me away. That is a fantastic one. Sleepy Town is the first single off the album. Seesaw, a little waltz, brilliant song. Again, not what I was expecting, having heard some previous songs. Again, also one of my favourite ones by the time I got to the end of the song. The way that Amelia arranges these songs, has written these songs, is so good. The songwriting skill here is amazing. The way she writes these songs, it takes you away from what you expect is going to happen musically. You think that a melody is going one way or that the harmony is standard, and then it just has this little twist of a chord or a note that just pulls your ear away, and I absolutely love that. It's a sign of a really good songwriter. I can't say enough good things about this album. 2 minutes is nowhere near long enough. It's an amazing album. Please do go and have a listen to it. Download some of these albums from these artists because because they don't get a lot of money from streams. By all means, stream them, but if you can go onto their website and you can download, or even download it via Apple or anywhere you can, that will help out the artist even more. It's a ukulele album, but it uses the ukulele as a vessel for the songs as opposed to the other way around, which seems to happen a lot in the ukulele world, where it's all about your technical ability and how well you can play. This is about the songs, and I love that, and we need more of that in the ukulele world. Amelia is a star. I was going to say star in the making, but I think she might have made it, because this album really projects her worldwide as an amazing UK-based ukulele singer-songwriter. So impressed. Oh,
Good one, well done.
do you know, I feel so much better now.
High five. Did you?
Yeah, I was desperate. You're terrible. Brilliant album. And also getting so much traction online. She was on Radio 4 this week doing an interview about the album. And in the video for the first song that she's released as a single, has the guy, I can't remember his name now, but he plays the manager that gets sacked in the first episode of Ted Lasso. The guy who's constantly out because of the shorts that he wears. George? Is that his name? George.
Yeah. I thought he was a genuine football guy.
No! Wally!
Well, he's always sitting with Thierry Henry.
That's Gary Lineker.
No, George does the Talking Heads thing that Roy Kent does.
Yeah.
I thought he was a genuine football person.
No. No, George is an actor, and he's in her video, which I was very impressed by. Brilliant video, brilliant song, brilliant album. At some point, we will try and get Amelia on the show.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So watch out for that. Oh, it's been a long show. Hopefully not too long. We'll see how well I've edited it. And
it's time.
We've only got a couple of things left. We've got Pete Moss's song
to play us
up.
out.
But before then, we need to do reveal on what on earth are you up to. I just can't work this out. I can't work it out. Wow.
That's phenomenal. Fingers and all.
That is phenomenal. All those fingers. I mean, who knew that
phenomenal.
Andy had that many fingers?
Can I do it?
No wonder he's very good at playing the ukulele. You can, but you're going to recap the clues first.
Okie dokie. So our first clue was their debut release brought them back to where they came from because their debut album was called
Home Now.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah.
What do you get when you cross a bunch of upstanding lads with the instrument of someone who has passed?
So they were formed from two bands, which were the League of Ukulele Gentlemen and Dead Man's Uke. Dead Man's Uke is still a band. Just going to put that out there. But, you know.
I'm just going by what they said on their website.
Yeah.
The third clue was what they're doing might upset the Matrix. Because, of course...
It's Keanu Reeves!
And he's starred in...
I don't know. Is that how you spell
The
Keanu?
Matrix. No.
You put an E on the end of it. And you, Lynn Marriott, get on that chat now and literally have her.
A newy, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
It is.
Honestly.
It does come from a Hawaiian word. And you know, when he was told, when he got into acting, that his name was too ethnic and he should change it, and he refused to.
Is he a K-brand? You won't get that.
Anyway.
She won't get that.
Fourth question. They better not get on their passenger's wick. Because Keanu Reeves also plays...
Keanu Reeves.
I spelled it right there.
Plays John Wick.
He does indeed.
He does.
Fifth question.
Oh, God,
This
is worse than Paul's section.
One of the members particularly likes to fully immerse themselves in the world of ukuleles.
How did no one get that, hey?
Because...
On the chat, what were you thinking of? How did you not get Matt Warnes from the world of uke?
And the final question, they are forever stealing things and taking them back to their large building because they are the warehouse of thieves carrying Keanu Reeves.
She's so pleased with herself. I mean, let us know at which point you got that, because I'm going after clue 2, I reckon.
Well, I think as soon as Bongo Boy had showed them half of Keanu Reeves' blinking face. I mean, I thought you were going to be a bit more obscure.
You can't tell us.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
You imbecile.
Yeah. Just for next time, Bongo Boy, you should have a picture of a bunch of people carrying a silhouette.
Keanu's got 3 feet.
He's got 3 legs, 6 fingers.
He doesn't have any hands. His arms are joined together.
Oh, that's weird.
Let's end this rabble of the show. Next week's show, I'm just going to check. Bongo Boy, is he got back? Next week, we're announcing it now because we've just checked his email back and said he's available. We have an interview with Mark Gallagher.
From Oasis.
Oh. Do you know who is on the show next week?
Who?
Live, replacing one of us two. I think we might have to toss a coin to see who's unlucky enough to have to present with him. Mr. Paul Mansell.
What do you mean?
He's in next week. He's recording the Friday show with us.
But we unfortunately won't be on the live chat next week, guys, either, because we will be playing an actual gig.
So we are in Twickenham next week at the Cabbage Patch.
We are indeed.
Please do get your tickets. They are going fast. So there's a ticket for the gig and a ticket for the workshop before the gig, where we're going to be twisting a song on the day, working it all out and getting everybody to play along with us at the gig. Yeah.
Even Paul. So yeah, anyway, so Paul's going to be here next week. So one of us is going to be unlucky.
And but do carry on the chat next week, because we'll like to read it all afterwards, and we might pause our gig
and have a little look
and send a couple of messages live from the gig.
Yeah,
that sounds fun, doesn't it?
Sounds so fun.
That does sound good. So thank you for watching.
I was going to say that. Thank you so much for watching. As always, it has been a joy, a pleasure. Please remember to like, subscribe,
and ring the bell.
And now, to play us out, it is ourselves, featuring the wonderful Peter Moss with Bye Bye Blues.
Bye.
What?
You're an
Oh, you wanted me to say playing and then you were going to say
You're an asshole.
You want to do it again?
No. Bye, everyone. You're presenting with Paul next week. I'm directing. I'm going behind the camera. I can't do this every week. It's too much. Too much, I tell you.